So Marco, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Denise. So we have been developing interplanetary consensus, well, building consensus lab team and developing interplanetary consensus throughout the last year, and this culminated late last year where we launched SpaceNet. So what is SpaceNet? SpaceNet is now our testnet that basically since November runs what will look like as an IPC subnet. So this is a efficient low latency consensus, which looks like Tendermint, but it's more efficient because it has multiple leaders. And basically the key feature of IPC on Filecoin mainnet will be that you will be able to permissionlessly spawn subnets on demand. So unlike, for example, in Avalanche ecosystem where you need to set up with basically a permission way different subnets, this will be totally on demand and on fly spawning of subnets, which will be powered by efficient consensus, which is a la Tendermint, but we develop based on Lotus code based. So this is a consensus protocols called Mir and Trenter. And then, so this started in November 2022 when we launched SpaceNet, and then we added this ability to spawn subnets on SpaceNet in April 2023. We were dependent on FEM because we want this permissionless without any upgrades to the Filecoin mainnet. So basically, we just now completed with the external dev shop building of Solidity actors, which will govern. So we have two main Solidity actors on the Filecoin mainnet, which govern the spawning of subnets, and we completed this, and we will have the functional demo or in July on mainnet. So there is a disclaimer. So this is not still for locking significant value, but we are getting there, and this will be mark the first milestone where we will be able to launch efficient subnet and help scale Filecoin basically starting from July. If you want to learn more, go to consensuslab.world and ipc.space, which is the landing page for IPC project, and also go to Filecoin Slack, IPC Dev, IPC Help, and IPC Docs channels. Subscribe to them and get in touch. There is also documentation, so you can already try this on SpaceNet in a permissionless way. You don't have to ask us to set up anything. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Marco. And yeah, deploying anything onto mainnet is definitely nerve-wracking. So really excited to see how you guys move forward on this. Cool. It looks like, Renee, you were able to join us. Let me get back to your slide here. Do you have
any apologies for that. I had to log into a different Zoom account.
All good.
Yeah, so we partnered with Funding the Commons, which is the amazing event that Protocol Lab kicked off a couple of years ago and now is being run by David and his team. And we partnered with them to launch a match fund for public goods. So if anyone on the call is working on a project that needs some additional funding, not a huge amount, $20,000, please submit. I'm going to throw a link into the chat log. Or if you know any creators that are working on public goods and need that sort of like $5,000 to $20,000 amount of money to push their project forward, please encourage them to submit as well. And again, I'll throw that into the chat log.
Awesome. Thanks, Renee. And it's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, expanding beyond just the arts into technology and public goods as well. Super exciting.
Yeah, it's a big push for us. So Artisan is not just for artists, even though that's what's in the title of our company name. We really do want to support coders and scientists and people creating anything in the very broad category of human creativity.
Awesome. All right, that wraps up our Around the Network section.